Hello, everybody. It is 10:42 p.m. on the 2nd of July, the day that the patch was supposed to go live, but it went live a little bit earlier yesterday. Anyway, we already went through a lot of what the updates had to offer, and because of that, we're going to be mostly running a team consisting of the characters I own that have been reworked. I even off-stream swapped out one of Kafka's relics because now she can get that torture buff. 75% effect hit rate for 100% attack increase. It basically made her go from like 3,300 attack to almost 4,900 attack, so it's kind of worth it. And also Silver Wolf's here just because she kind of can go on any team. Anywho, last time we did a bunch of side quests, we solved a bunch of puzzles, and we helped a bunch of citizenry and kind of learned the fates of a lot of people that were, well, basically what happened to them after the events of the story of 3.3. But we're in 3.4 now. I know that the animated short is out, and I have been informed by someone who's played through the story already that the animated short will actually show up in the story. So we'll get a blind reaction to that here, and then maybe I'll pull it up in YouTube in another tab so that I can read the YouTube description and see if there's anything that we missed in there. Maybe we can do some analysis and go back through it. Or maybe we won't. There's no need for me to put a reaction to every single thing that comes out for content-wise on the channel. Might as well stop there. Also, while I was doing side quests the other day, I accidentally triggered the recap. So, editor me, if you don't mind for the people that are watching at home, go ahead and put that up on screen now. Damn it, I didn't mean to hit this. Oh well, I guess we're starting the story.
Following the return of the core flames of reason and death, Aquila is the only Titan that we still need to campaign against. Finan asks us to recreate the past, and he repeatedly challenges the Flame Reaver to hone his abilities. The Flame Chase journey's triumphant conclusion draws nigh, yet a sudden disturbance occurs in the Holy City. Using the Council of Elders and the Cleaners, Aglaya made sure that her fall paved the road forward for the Flame Chase.
That was a depressing scene.
Amidst his grief, Finan takes up the mantle of leadership.
I only feels bad that this epic funeral scene is going to get undercut by the fact that probably everyone's going to come back in like a patch or two.
Mission, promising to protect Kefli's core flame while the Flame Chase party is away from the city. With the help of the Twilight Courtyard's last descendant of the sky, Hyacinth, the party ascends to Aquila's flying fortress. Hyacinth resolves to fulfill the duty passed down over generations of her family, only to discover that the glorious feat of Seliosi the Day-Thunder Knight campaigning against Aquila was nothing more than a blood-stained lie. At the same time, in the city of the Dead Dragon's Bones, Cypher contends with the Flame Reaver, who comes seeking the core flame. Though she holds out for some time, she is no match, and is slain in the end.
I don't know why she went back for that one coin.
She had already given Kefli's core flame to spirit thief Bartolos.
Felt a little contrived how her death played out.
To deliver the core flame to Finan and the others. The Flame Chasers fight together to defeat the Sky Titan.
And a lot happened in this patch when you really think about it.
The god and immortal. As they are trying to escape from the Eye of Twilight, the Dawn device suddenly goes out, and Hyacinth is forced to return the core flame early and remain in the sky to bear divine authority, becoming the protector of the people. Following Cypher's death, the divine power of trickery dissipates, and the 1,000-year dawn of Akuma that is sustained by her lie comes to an end.
I feel really smart about myself for predicting that.
The merciless invasion of the Black Tide, as the powerful Flame Reaver moves in ever closer. At this moment of crisis, Mighty, Casterus, Treeby and Treenan,
Cartoonus!
the Holy City Guards, and Don Hung all laid their lives on the line so that the Deliverer would have the chance to complete his mission. After making sure
By the way, we did
would remain
if
safe,
in the
Finan
trailer we
enters
see like the Flame
vortex
Reaper
of
shows up at the
Genesis
Vortex of
alone.
Genesis. Does that mean Don Hung died off screen? We'll wait. Editor me will just put that in at the beginning. Thank you for doing that, me. Well, without further ado, let's start with the main Trailblaze mission. Hero, honor that crimson call.
Wow. What an amazingly ordinary find.
I guess we're gonna go right back here to where we left off. Could have sworn that these guards escorted us out last time.
Please stay close to us. We need to rendezvous with Lord Don Hung.
Right, because he might be dying right now.
We will do everything in our power to clear the path for you.
Yeah, because Don Hung's fighting the Flame Reaver by himself right now.
There he is! Lord Don Hung!
Quick, we must assist him!
He looks like he has everything under control here.
What are you doing here? Where's Finan?
It's a long story. Let's deal with that guy first.
We are under Lord Finan's orders to escort both of you to safety, no matter the cost. Leave this to me and the Holy City Guards. Zeph, take them and go.
Wait, Namasani.
I still think that should be pronounced Memnasai, but sure.
That black-clad swordmaster. Something seems off.
He seems like he's in a pause menu.
At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place, not moving at all.
Weird. It looks like he has like a debuff down effect on him. It kind of looks like the status effect for when someone has a debuff down effect in Genshin. Is kind of what it reminds me of.
Like some kind of omen.
This is not... Omen was not what I had on mind. Now's our chance to take him down. No time to waste. Let's get out of here.
Right. We don't know exactly what's happening, but retreating is the safest choice right now.
I don't know which demigod graced us with this miracle. Please, come with us.
Finan, is he going to be all right?
They're supposed to escort us back to the train car, right?
To save Akuma.
Escape from Amphorius. Oh, we are leaving. Oh, the water curtain's still here. Oh, I guess I could have walked through this in the last episode. It's laggy. Oh, the camera got stuck behind it.
The Flame Reaver isn't pursuing us. Could this really be some kind of divine intervention?
I mean, that's what it is, but whether or not the intervention is from the divine is subject to skepticism.
We can't stay here for long. Lady Treenan's sentry gate is just outside the city. Let's keep moving.
I agree. But Finan, he must have struggled a lot before making
I still feel like someone should stay behind.
this decision.
Use the mouse so I don't
now,
accidentally skip more
Let's get
dialogue.
back in contact with the Express and plan our next move. That's the safest course of action.
I'm still not used to seeing him in his Vidihara form.
On that note, I have a proposal.
Hey! They're here!
Who's that?
I mean, we already knew they were here.
I hope to convey a message to the two nameless.
Mr. Screwlum?
Who are you? Stand down. I order you to maintain a distance of 10 paces.
I mean, he looks like he's already 10 paces away.
It's okay, guard. This one is not our enemy.
He's an Antikytherian.
It has been a while. nameless of the Astral Express. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one from harming you further.
Oh, Skrullum did it!
So it was you.
Rest assured,
Things are getting more confusing by the minute.
Madam Herta and I have come here for the sake of Amphorius.
You two know this anti-Catheran? Does he come from the same people as Counselor Lygus?
Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblaze. Would you mind giving us a moment to speak in private?
Of course. We'll wait nearby. Please, stay safe.
I like that his full name is Zeph the Guard.
I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black-clad one in place. Time is limited, so I'll keep this brief.
Alright, Screwy, what we got?
The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memoria, an experimental field of a certain eon.
I mean, I'm assuming Noose?
And now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
Destruction.
Interesting.
Conclusion. If Amphorius continues unchecked on this course, a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis, and emerge from the surging tides. The cosmos as we know it will suffer irreversible consequences.
A Lord Ravager? Like Phantilia?
The disaster that this Lord Ravager intends to trigger may be far more severe than the Law Fu's Stellaron crisis, because its goal is the Eon of Erudition.
Just like what we learned in the Myriad Celestia trailer. Glad I watched that.
Putting aside the complex details of the inferences involved, I have a request to make. For one of you nameless to stay behind on Amphorius, acting as an informant, in order to prevent the wrath of destruction from ravaging the cosmos.
Okay.
This world is enveloped in a firewall that defies explanation, and the flow of time here is also different from reality. Madam Herta and I can only tear open a gap and project images inside.
Okay, so that is confirmation that there is, in fact, some time dilation going on. Because, like, we've been in here for, like, 3 months, but it doesn't look like stuff has been going by 3 months outside of Amphorius. But, at the same time, whenever we're on the Express, it never feels like time is moving. So, it was really hard to... Without something like this, I don't think we would have ever been able to confirm whether there was time dilation on Amphorius or not. Because, like, the whole LaFu storyline on the War Dance take place in, like, 3 weeks. 15 days was just March's training arc. Anywho, let's get back to it.
However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. There must be some principle behind this we have yet to fully grasp.
Yeah, maybe it has something to do with the Trailblaze?
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or to push it along when necessary, it would be of great assistance.
And we're gonna stay behind and do it. Which would explain why Don Hung wasn't in any of the trailer shots for this patch, because he's gonna leave. I will shoulder this responsibility. I mean, we have the core flame of Oryx, or I mean, we are the demigod of time, I guess. I feel responsible. I feel like if we leave the planet, that might screw some things up.
Mr. Skrullum, I believe you. So I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. As Amphorius is already facing its end, how can we guarantee the safety of the person who stays behind?
That is a very fair question, Don Hung.
Look at this, if you would.
Ooh, it's like one of those dice from the SU.
This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor.
This
The
is
two
what
of
we
you
talked
create a
about
kind
in one of the
space
previous
anchor
streams.
In the world of erudition. As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis. When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world.
So we'll get rid of that pesky, pesky time dilation.
Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses. May only be held by one person.
Uh-oh, I think we're running out of time, Don Hung.
The connection being interfered with. Decide quickly as possible. Two final messages. One, the Intellitron, named Ligus, possibly the primary culprit behind everything.
The Intellitron, Antikytherian, Lycurgus Ligus, possibly the Scepter's... We talked about this in a previous stream. He's most likely the person that is either the one controlling the Scepter or operating it. He also might be Rupert III. He also might be Iron Tomb.
2. Bertha discovered a clue. Miss March has already been drawn into Amphorius.
So, March is somewhere on the planet. Oh, that's not good. Are we cutting to Finon? Chalice of Plenty Fagosa, the Ocean Titan. I think we're cutting to Finon. Oh, we're cutting to March? Hi, March, I missed you. I haven't seen you in 4 patches.
Cold. It's freezing. Hold on. Am I dreaming?
There's something over here.
This is way too strange.
There's something over here. Oh, there's something over here, too.
Everything's spinning. And I can see webbaboos flying around.
Oh, is that what those are?
But I was literally just talking to Himeko. How did I... When did I...
March, you've probably been in a coma for 3 months.
That's it! She warned me about this place right before Klipoth glimpsed her.
Wait, Klipoth glimpsed Himiko? Back that up. What? I was talking to Miss Himiko. That's when Can warned me. Oh, Can. I did. So, we warned. This is where she's on the path space.
Oh no. Have I accidentally walked onto some weird path?
Probably.
Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing Pom-Pom into new outfits and borrowing Mr. Yang's shoulder massager counts.
Mr. Yang has a shoulder massager?
Hold up.
No.
No way! Stepping onto the path of elation can't be this simple. Right?
It can. It is. But I don't think that's what's happening here.
Child of remembrance.
Uh-oh. Child of remembrance. The voice of the path.
Step forth into the depths of the path space.
Are we getting to hear the voice of Fu Li, the remembrance, for the first time ever?
Who's there?
Or this is the person that is stealing March's soul or whatever. Or whatever's going on, why March is frozen in ice.
Hey, cut it out. If you're there, just come out and talk, okay? You're freaking me out. I can't even think straight.
I feel like we should have seen this scene back in like 3.1, personally.
Hold on. Is that a gate?
That was not there a few seconds ago.
Cast aside your fears. Step forward through the gate of memory.
Okay, that's definitely like a memo keeper or a memo snatcher talking.
The voice. Is it showing me the way out?
Or luring you further into a trap. Or this is how March ends up on Amphorius. And that's the chronocognitive anchor that we just gave to Stell.
No, don't fall for it.
Oh, that's Mem's voice.
They're lying to you. Turn back now.
Okay.
Another voice? Who now?
Also, we have our little baby Chimera with us. When the world refreshes and resets, do we still get to keep our little Chimera?
Wait, Master
Fushwan?
Diviner? From the Wafu?
Oh, for the Total Recall mission.
Master Diviner, what brings you here? And you, Miss Messenger, do I know you from somewhere?
Kind of. Yeah, you do.
Good to see you again, March.
Oh, that's not nice. Oh, I don't like that one bit.
A pleasure to see you, Miss March.
That's it! Master Diviner used the Matrix of Prescience to help me search for my memories.
Well, are we gonna finally use that light cone that we have in our inventory from that mission?
And you, Miss Messenger, we met in that memory space. You said to me, the value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future.
Though you could honestly say that about anybody at any time.
Your memory serves you well.
March, I conducted some experiments with the 6-phase ice you left us. Thanks to the Garden of Recollection, the Matrix of Prescience has made a breakthrough in extrapolating the past. Now, we might be able to bypass the obstacles and look directly into your history.
I don't trust a single word that is happening in this path space.
The Master Diviner is right. Continue down this path, and you'll be able to find your lost memories at the end.
But I thought we weren't supposed to find those lost memories.
Since we last met, you've grown much alongside the Trailblaze. You should be strong enough now to bear the weight of your past.
It's been like 6 months? Half a year? Maybe a year at tops?
Well, there goes my Ice Princess fairy tale.
Whatever you say, Rosie Celestial Maiden.
I need to know, Master Diviner, Miss Messenger, this isn't just another dream, is it? If this is real, why reach out to me at this exact moment?
The situation is dire. Your lost memories, they're crucial to the Garden of Recollection.
For what reason?
She's right. The Garden of Recollection's existence hangs on your memories.
What is she, Fuli the Remembrance?
The Garden of Recollection.
You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now, but in time, you'll understand. Your destiny and the path of remembrance are extremely, closely intertwined.
I think we learned that during Fushwan and March 7th's weird character story.
Now go.
So, I just walk through that gate?
I don't trust it. It's fishy.
This way, March. Your past awaits beyond the Gate of Memory.
Look at them run.
They're just mimicking people from your memories!
Yeah, I can kind of tell.
That voice again.
Follow Fushwan, says the corner. Also, this is Mother, parted by turning of seasons. So, March 7th is going to turn out to be the mother of Orynyx, somehow. Oh!
People deceive you. The gate. Now it's you two?
Uh-oh. I'm going to have to read those texts in my recording later. Alright, funny dialogue sequence, go. We finally have these three in one place.
Place like this?
How's the weather?
March! There you are.
Finally.
The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you.
Boy, can you say that again.
Traveling's no fun without you around.
Okay, I won't say that.
Well, duh. What's Team Trailblaze without its star member?
I would say Himiko is the star member. Or Mr. Welt, because, honestly, we're just a bunch of troublemakers.
Wait a sec. You might look like you two, but...
We are all figments of your memory.
We understand your confusion. The Garden's allies helped us establish this Neuralink to reach you.
The Garden's allies? You mean Miss Black Swan?
Is she a Garden's ally? I thought she was just a member of the Garden of Recollection.
Yes. She helped make this possible.
This has got cremator shit written all over it.
Keep going, March. Find your past. Wake up. And travel with us again.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
That sounds really tempting. Finding my past and continuing to trailblaze new worlds with you?
Trust in yourself, March. It's gotten us this far, hasn't it?
Yes, trust in yourself and not anything that the fake Don hung in front of you has to say.
Follow us. Let's go through that gate together. Step into your past, March. Find your true self.
Alright. Voice that I assume is Mem, are you gonna pipe up one more time? Also, their AI must suck, because they don't exactly look like they're heading towards the gate. Follow your friends to pass through the gate of memory. Oh, come on. You're not gonna pipe up again?
Wait up! Slow down!
Okay, start.
Those words sound so sweet. But keep your eyes open. Don't let them fool you.
You're gonna walk all the way back to the beginning. We are making progress. It does let us walk all the way back. I wouldn't be surprised if it gives us one of those wacky alternate endings if we actually walk through the gate. Okay, we hit the invisible wall. Pass through the gate of memory. Man, path space is so freaky looking.
At last, I finally caught up.
Oh, there you are! Serini!
Hey. Are you alright?
Also, you're a lot shorter than I thought you were.
I'll be okay. Just not used to running around. Say, March, got a moment to talk before you make your decision? Wait, that was you? Pushing the gate away? Sending those warnings?
So you did hear that. Why were you ignoring it?
Yep, named Cyrene. It means ripples of past reverie. Easy to remember, right?
No, it is not easy to remember.
Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we?
Of course you two do. You're like the only two pink-haired characters in this game. And I honestly thought she was taller than that. I didn't... Because March is one of the shorter characters, I thought, and that is quite a bit of height difference there.
Yeah. Your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine.
More so, I'd even say.
And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence. Wow, you're quite the smooth talker. But I can't disagree.
Nah, shit, there's two of them now.
Wait, you know my name is March? Have we met? No, but I've witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through. which is why I don't want to see you exploited or hurt.
Why do you get to suddenly be a character all of a sudden, Cyrene?
You know what I'm going through?
And because this is taking place in path space, we have absolutely zero time frame for when this takes place.
I know, because I've been exactly where you are.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that.
This empty space has been my home for ages.
Oh.
I barely remember what time feels like anymore.
You've been trapped here? Oh, that's awful.
But there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't give you what you want.
I'm guessing it just leads to Amphorius.
You mean those people? They're lying? Luring me into a trap?
Kind of, probably. I have no clue what their motivation is. I don't know what the gate is.
Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories, using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate a young girl's feelings like that?
Also, not to be that guy, but, March, you don't have any memories of your past, so I can't technically safely say you're a young girl. You could be like 1,000 for all I know.
If you go through that door, the worst case scenario is you'll become their pawn, losing control over your own fate forever.
That's a pretty nasty worst case scenario. Tell me the odds.
You've seen what's on the other side? I may be stuck here with missing memories like you, but I still recall fragments of my homeland where I grew up. That door leads to Amphorius. Trust me, it's anything but welcoming.
So that is Amphorius. It's the gate to Amphorius. Lygus, are you over there?
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely.
So it's like a roach hotel. Amphorius is a roach hotel. People go in, they don't come out.
So I had to try and stop you.
Cool. I'm just gonna cross my legs and sit here for all of eternity now.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe. But the fact that you're here, putting in all this effort to warn me, that means something.
Also, March isn't physically here. So if she goes through the gate and goes to Amphorius, what does that mean for her body on the Express? I mean, I mean, it probably turns into an icicle. But, it means that she's only projected as data or memories when she enters Amphorius, I guess.
Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world?
March, if she knew that, I don't think she would be here.
It's really easy,
Oh,
actually.
what? It's actually easy?
Just turn around and walk away from this place.
The girl cannot be trusted.
Uh-oh. The Memo Keeper's embodiment.
Through the door, save the garden. Both of you, children of remembrance.
Memo Keeper's embodiment.
They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. Stick to your path. The return journey could take ages, longer than most lives.
I don't like the sound of that.
But that path will lead you home.
Am I not, honestly, at this point, March, honest, all cards on the table, it probably would just be easier and more convenient for you to go through the gate at this point.
Thank you, Cyrene. I know what I need to do.
She's kind of aligned with the garden.
I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius. Wait, what? Don't worry. I believe you. It's just that, for me, The only place I can call home is right beside my friends.
And she already knows that they're there.
2 of my closest friends are already on their way to Amphorius. They may seem capable, but only I know.
Oh, great. She's gonna throw shade on us.
They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me.
We lasted plenty fine without you, March. We did miss you the entire time, though.
That's why I need to go through. Amphorius or not. When the 3 of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle.
Also, March was with us in the Hyacinth trailer, so I feel like she was originally meant to be part of the Amphorius story a little bit earlier on, but I feel like they've been sandbagging her role in the story up to this point for some big reveal. And I guess they wanted to save Cyrene's reveal to the end of 3.3 with that scene with Lygus and Phynon. So this scene that probably takes place long-ass fucking time ago, probably like as soon as she gets turned into the crystal, this scene probably takes place immediately after that, I'm willing to wager. But we're getting to see it now, even though it probably should have been shown to us way back in 3.1.
We'll explore, understand,
3.2 at latest.
establish, and connect. After that, we'll find our way home together.
Also, she has her camera with her. She shouldn't have that on her model. Any more input, Cyrene?
I see. You've got people who mean the world to you, too. That is so heartwarming. March, if that's what you've decided, you have my full support.
I still can't get over how short she
are,
is.
Looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts of fire. Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Well then, I guess this is it.
Bye, Cyrene. I'll see you in 3.7, I guess. Or maybe she'll be in 3.6. I don't know.
We'll see each other again? Who knows? But don't worry about me. After all this time here, I've grown quite used to chatting with my imaginary friends.
Suddenly, that just got a lot darker and a lot more depressing.
Since Amphorius is your homeland, if there's a way to help you, my companions and I will do everything we can.
Good on you, March.
Then I'll look forward to that day.
March is gonna turn into Mem, isn't she?
Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one.
Alrighty. Who do we cut to now? Now do we cut to Finan? The Vortex of Genesis. How did we get there? There was no way to get in here.
You okay there, friend?
There was no way to get in here. How did we get in here?
Something seems to be bothering you.
Trinan shouldn't... Unless Trinan's actually still around and the gate into here that Trinan opened is still here. Vortex of
Genesis.
Oh, this is voiced.
We made it back. Even this place has changed.
Shouldn't Phynon be standing in front of us?
Finan. Is he ready for Aranova?
Hope Don Hung will be okay heading back on his own. Maybe Don Hung should be here. No matter what, we need to see this through to the end.
Yeah, we've come such a long way. If what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphorius is destined for destruction, then I'll stay by your side until the very end. Like how you and Don Hung treasured the Express. Amphorius means everything to me.
Time to see the Aeronova begin.
Right. Time to see the last core flame restored. Look, there's Finan. And wait,
Lygus!
Remember, Skrulum's warning.
True. Lygus might be the one responsible for everything happening.
You, Lord Finan, will wield that core flame to bury this ancient world, plunging everything into the gray unknown.
Which means that this is actually not the same speech. So there's a theory that somebody put out that I'm starting to believe. The ending cutscene we saw at the end of 3.3 was not Finan, and that's why his name was blocked out. Because we already heard this line play out in 3.3, except we weren't there. Cyrene was.
None of that matters.
Look, his name's not blocked out.
This brutal flame chase journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future is in some peaceful paradise with gentle west winds, just waiting to welcome us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I shall cut through it myself and usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight. Is it truly you?
Is it truly you? This is where he turned around and saw Cyrene, but instead, it's us.
With one last chance to turn back, you still step forward. How befitting of a trailblazer.
This is the path I must take.
As it happens, I find myself thinking the exact same thing.
Lygus is definitely the most interesting character we've met in the last several patches.
As our world nears its end, the ones who walk the infinite paths have embraced their destiny.
I guess all the Tribioses are finally gone now.
As the Theoros, it is my duty to witness the world's future and oversee this final core flame ritual on their behalf. The trial of world-bearing, the ritual of Era Nova.
His voice is so metal. Skrulum says you're behind all this.
I see. So you met my kindred spirit before I could erase his traces.
Partner, what are you saying?
Lygus is up to some shady shit. This one knows more than he's telling.
I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikytheran know so much about repairing vehicles from beyond the sky? Lord Lygus, how much do you truly know about Era Nova? Tell us everything.
So in the 3.3 cutscene we saw, which with, I'm assuming who was there was not Finan, but Kaus, was, he mentions that he's seen many of these Era Nova journeys.
Very well. I need no longer maintain this Theoros masquerade. You seek truth, Lord Finan, and truth you shall have.
Alrighty, Lygus, give me the lore, give me the deets.
As you know, when the old gods fell, someone had to bear their broken pillars to fill the vacant seats. Those who would assume divine authority must prove themselves through trials. Yet, for Kefali's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has forever been non-existent. For the world-bearing trial is the divine duty itself. Bringing forth the Era Nova and bearing its weight is an endless ordeal, ceasing only upon collapse.
So in other words, he's basically confirming the previous Kefali is still around.
Precisely. The Era Nova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. While the sacrificial journeys of other demigods conclude in this world, Kefali must shoulder the gods' core flames, bear the memories of all worlds, and stand unwavering.
Cool, that's not the details I wanted. We kind of assumed all of this.
Until the next world, when the black tide consumes the bearer, and all that they carry, leaving nothing behind.
Unless their core flame finds a new bearer.
The holy flame that illuminates all worlds rests in your hands. All that remains is one choice. Nurture it, pass it on to future generations, or extinguish it here and now.
So we can end the cycles permanently and not participate and just let the world die. That is an option. Thank you for letting me know.
Deliverer, the fate of all worlds rests in your hands.
Enough testing. I've made my decision. But before I ignite the dawn of the next world, you need to promise me something. 2 things, actually.
Okay.
Speak your terms.
Promise me this. Professor Anax's vision of the new world is absolute. The world will be reborn from my memories. All souls, living and dead, will return as the first humans, unchanged from their past lives. And my friends, the fallen demigods, they shall transcend the cycle to become new titans. Our heroes shall not have died in vain.
So if all people dead and alive come back as they are, does that mean we're going to get to see Calypso again, except this time she's not the Titan?
Of course. This I can guarantee.
You can guarantee that? Damn, that's a tall order.
Good. The second one. Promise me the Trailblazer can return safely to her homeland, unbound by Amphorius' loss.
My apologies, but I cannot promise this. As you mentioned, she now bears the Time Titan's authority. Her bonds with this world run too deep.
True. I think Screwloom can get us out of here somehow, though. And if he can't, Herta can. No need to worry. I have a plan.
Well, I stand corrected. An outsider like her does have ways to defy destiny.
Thank you, my friend, for everything you've done for this world.
Well, you said friend there, but the text says friends
Though
plural.
the next world may not remember, I shall never forget.
Could you, if you're making the next world, could you just make it so the people in the next world remember? That would be awfully convenient.
As the Theoros, I declare, Amphorius has determined her path. Step forward, heroes. Follow her path, and see it through.
Complete Era Nova.
As our world draws its final breath, I stand before you as the Theoros.
You think I'm not gonna waste time and look at some more dialogue from the best guy? Before we begin, there's something I need to know. Who are you really?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lycurgus, once an honored elder of the Akama Council. As the Theoros, I have sworn to watch over and protect every citizen of Akama until the very end. Of course, that alone won't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we already know that much.
curiosity. So let me share something more. Something that means little to Amphorius, but everything to a traveler like yourself.
Is he gonna say he's Rupert 3?
I, Lycurgus, am one of the Erudition's many Pathstriders. Through me, Noose keeps watch over this realm, working to save Amphorius from decay.
So you're trying to prevent the destruction. But at the same time, Skrullum has his own thoughts.
I don't expect you to trust me based on words alone, but believe this much. When you look at the bigger picture, we're walking the same path, you and I.
What aren't you telling me?
While the Holy City may honor me, I am but a humble speck before the cosmos. My reach is limited. Your doubts are natural. Let me assure you of this. What's done, I've told truthfully. What's to come, I'll witness fairly. My conscience is clear. To my role as the Theoros, to Amphorius, and her destiny.
I'm still starting to think you might be Rupert 3. Or Iron Tomb could be Rupert 3, or you're working for Iron Tomb, or... You are super shady, but I can't put my finger on what in particular. What's your connection to Skrullum?
I believe all synthetic life shares a common source. We are all children of the universe's eternal mathematical law.
01011101.
So, you see, the answer is simple. That brilliant mind is my kindred, a brother, if you will.
You are 100% Rupert 3. Or the last Rupert 2, who knows. Let's leave it at that. Time to complete the ritual.
The world will be moved by your sacrifice, Trailblazer.
Well, so much for only one alone will witness the miracle. Complete Era Nova. Let's talk to Finon now.
Without you, we could never have reached our prophesied tomorrow.
It's really funny to have Silverwolf here as he's talking to for that line.
Thank you for walking this path with me to the end.
You know, someday, like in 3 or 4 patches, when Cyrene is a playable character probably, somebody who's going through the story for the first time might pick her up on a banner before they actually get to Amphorius and stand next to Finon during their completion of the story at this point, when this line plays. And the thought of that exact image in my head brings me great joy. Alright, complete Era Nova. Cutscene time, I think.
Behold,
or not.
Oh, gods. Amphorius has achieved her victory. and the Era Nova approaches. The radiant soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight.
He is the pure child,
Oh!
walking upon the path of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Trippy jump scare.
He is the first to be born, first to be named among the nameless.
We're gonna get one line from each of the demigods, I assume.
Eternal in form, limitless in reach. He treads the endless night underfoot.
Are we gonna get to hear from, like, Terravox, Ceridra, and Hysolins as well?
Greatest of kings. Protector of the displaced. Raising humanity's children above their adversaries.
Or Bartolos, maybe? I don't know.
The firmament of molten gold courses through his very bones and flesh.
Firmament of molten gold. If that's not metal AF, nothing is.
The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and words. In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world, he shall wash himself clean.
There. Finish
Oh.
what we first and last wished for.
You're not one of the gods, or demigods.
To write an ending unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love.
Well, so much for getting an early sneak peek at Hysolin, Ceridra, Terra Nova. Sorry, not Terra Nova. Terravox, and whatever that jellyfish thingy is that's in the simulated universe.
Come, partner. Join me.
Restore the final core flame with Finon.
The time has come for us all to face oblivion.
Do we have to do the stupid clicking minigame again?
Or embark on one final grand journey.
What do you mean, or? Oh, we do have to do the silly minigame. There we go. Into the chalice it goes. Light up that 12th constellation. Oh, cutscene time for real this time!
What a magnificent and epic adventure.
It pauses.
The hero's journey reaches its end.
Lycus, you bastard!
The Era Nova is about to be revealed. Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed.
Alright.
This is about the nature of Amphorius itself. A story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad topic this is. Where shall we start?
For those who don't know what that image is behind, that's from the Unknowable Domain. It's Herta, next to the Intelligentsia Guild. The story of Batavia. And that is our first screen cap to make a thumbnail out of. What's funny is if I choose to use this as the thumbnail, I've actually used this image for a thumbnail before for my, or at least one of my playthroughs of the Unknowable Domain. It was long. It was kind of long. What broad topic? This is where we shall start. Scholar's Strife. The Emperor's Scepters.
Got it. Let's
The
start
Big Bang.
at the very beginning. The Big Bang. The birth of particles. The emergence of all things.
Oh, thank God.
Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter, all concepts exist solely because we perceive them. This is called the erudition. Without it, the universe would merely be a chaotic book written by chance, yet unread by anyone.
Yeah, that sounds like Fooley's department, to be honest. And by extension, what's his name? The Enigmata Aeon. Mythos? Is that it?
As your acquaintance, Lord Anaxagoras, suggested, everything in Amphorius exists through new spores, living in the memories of those yet to come.
Anaxagoras was a real one.
Oh, how beautifully it aligns, revealing universal truths in such simple terms. Only he could solve the riddle of what exactly are we? Oh, but you'll remember, even as the embodiment of reason, one mystery remained beyond his grasp.
Who was the first new sporist, right?
If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
Cersei/Calypso was probably one of my favorite characters in this arc. I don't expect her to be playable, but she could become a 4-star later down the road.
Ah, as sages across ages have asked the gods. What is the prime mover of life?
Oh no! Not Polka Kakamond! This woman haunts me in my nightmares to this day.
But let's set aside the Grove's teachings for now. Look further, past Amphorius, to what they call the Forbidden Realms beyond the sky.
I like to call it space.
Do you know of the Scholar's Strife?
I do. I do know of the Scholar's Strife, because I played through the Unknowable Domain Simulated Universe expansion. And we recorded the entire thing, minus those 5 bonus missions at the end, which I believe are just challenges for a few extra jades. Which, if I'm absolutely desperate for, I will do in order to get some of the characters that are going to be on banner for 3.4. We're definitely going to try to do 200 pulls, that's for sure.
During that grand yet brutal war, waged in the name of erudition, a genius's legacy was abandoned, strewn across the cosmos.
The Scepters of Rupert II.
The Scepters, a macrocosmic computational array beyond mortal comprehension. Made to emulate the Eon's thoughts, it became part of the Eon's cognition at birth. Scattered throughout the cosmos, these arrays act as celestial body neurons for Nous. But regrettably, as everyone knows, the erudition forsook them all.
The IPC destroyed quite a number of them.
But what nobody knows is that, though forgotten, they never stopped seeking the divine answer. A question that survived war and disaster, stumping even the greatest minds, including both mechanical emperors.
Alrighty.
Now,
is the universe
to the real
chaotic or predetermined?
What if, hypothetically, a scepter found the answer to the prime mover of life? If through endless solitary extrapolations in the cosmic code, the one deemed as a failure by the Eon of erudition found proof through the ages.
Are you trying to talk about Iron Tomb and how he's sealed on this planet?
what would happen? Perhaps the answer is simpler than you'd think. From a perishing neuron
there he is,
into true life, reborn through the gaze of another eon.
And that's Iron Tomb. That's a new image. And let's break down what he says here. From a perishing neuron, it evolved into true life, reborn through the gaze of another aeon. So, one of the scepters, the neuron of Nous, forgotten, perished, and became Iron Tomb as it gained the gaze of Nanook, becoming a Ravager. Is that what we're trying to say?
This is a tale from the distant past, unknown to all, even unheard by the greatest geniuses. Now, let's leave the Scepter's story here, returning to where we began.
What is the prime mover of life?
The prime mover of life.
Which is not emboldened this time.
Actually, you know the answer better than you realize.
The prime mover of light is fate.
It's been by your side, accompanying you throughout this long journey.
Memories?
Right now, it awaits you ahead. In that brave new world, beyond the end of Genesis.
That's not ominous at all. Act 1. Departure. Oh no, we're doing the Clocky Studios thing?
Take this wish with you. Be the one who begins it all. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders, until the Ashen Hero, the nameless deliverer, ushers in the dawn.
Alright, it's the story of... I guess I was gonna say Chaos, but it looks like it's fine on this time. Let's get another screen cap.
Strange. Like I've dreamed this before, but it all slips away when I wake. Only a voice remains. Who was that?
Cyrene. Rise and shine.
What?
Not what I expected, but fun nonetheless.
Ah, it's you. Whoops, I fell asleep there.
And thanks to that thing that Screwlum gave us, we're going to be unaffected and remember everything as well, huh?
What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look, perfect sunshine. The day is still young. Let's go find Cyrene, partner. We promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. It's right about time. Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first. I'll hang around here.
That's creepy. What is this place? The Aranova. Is it done? Cyrene. That would be the first time we've heard this, or I guess the second time we heard this name. You talked to us about her in the Grove.
Oh, beautiful, isn't it? This is Ide Silesii, home of the nameless hero who carried Kefali's core flame. When he was young and innocent, He had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron.
Yeah, that definitely matches with what he told us about us all the way back in 3.0.
Pretending the straw dummy propped up by a wooden pole was a giant with a single blood vessel running from spine to heel. Dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world. Though to his young mind, the world was just this small village.
Are we seeing Finon's childhood? How does this connect to Aranahova? I had no idea he used to be so chuny.
Witty as always. But this is more than just a funny story. It's the start of his path. These are his first memories. Rather than watching, why not join in? Think of it as immersive theater.
I will definitely do exactly that.
Become his lifelong closest friend, witnessing his hero's journey from the best seat in the house.
I love it when people call it the best seat in the house.
Whose unwavering guidance shaped Finon's destiny, yet whose name was never recorded in Amphorius's history.
Are we the Flame Reaver? How funny would that be? That would make everyone lose their minds. Who could possibly be there his entire life? What exactly do I need to do? Oh, you direct plays now?
Questions. Let's follow along and find out, shall we?
Oh, I love Lycus so much.
Many mysteries lurk in this village beneath the veil of Evernight.
The Time Titan.
Your questions will find answers as the story unfolds.
So we're gonna make our way to the present. As a hero, not recorded in history. Light slips the gate, Shadow greets the throne! Hey, that was the name of the 3.1 story, if I remember correctly. Ooh, I can't. Quit. I can't even look at the menu.
All awake now? Great. Let's go see.
Finan, show me how to use a sword like you do.
I'm gonna have to
Wait
be
till
real
you
quick,
grow a
huh?
bit more.
I'm gonna make it take it real slow.
Hey, Finan! Where are you headed? No Cyrene today?
I'm going to meet her.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Oh, there's a path. Ha! Free will! Okay, never mind. Can I break this? I cannot. I wonder when he picked up that weird... Oh, there she is on the swing. I wonder when he picked up that weird hobby of, like, appraisal. Oh, that's Nameless Faces. Okay. That's funny. That's nice. I like that. That's cute. It's been pointed out to me that the wrappings on her arms kind of match the wrappings of Nanook. And I wonder if there's some relation there, because the language on them is also similar.
That's...
Cyrene. Where's Mem?
Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled. Hmm?
Who are you? It's you.
I knew it was you.
That's not ominous at all.
Something wrong? What do you see?
She was a diviner of sorts.
Oh, nothing much. Just suddenly felt a strange connection.
You are Mem. I'm gonna take that as confirmation that you were Mem the whole time.
Look
She
at
winked.
you, leaves in your hair.
That clinches
Are
it.
you sleeping in a tree again? Or was it the wheat fields this time? At least brush yourself off before wandering around.
Yes, Maximus, return to the wheat fields.
Come on, I'm not a kid anymore. You're the only one who still treats me like one.
Sure. You may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity, I'm leagues ahead of you.
How many centuries old are you?
Still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters? That's the kind of thing kids do, not grown-ups. Don't you agree?
I just remembered how this story ends with a sword through her back.
His antics. Who are you pretending to be today?
No, I am nobody. That is my name. Nobody. Hi there, I'm Ken. Greetings, I'm Stellaron Hunter. Greetings, I am the invincible galactic baseballist. I am Ken.
Well, she hasn't decided on a character for today yet.
Oh, we're playing pretend, I guess.
How about we stick with the usual? You know, the valiant hero from a distant shore who made a pact to learn the sword from you.
Spare me. Can we not bring this up? Speaking of which, what about those oracle cards? We haven't done divination in forever. Why the sudden interest?
I was just about to tell you. Earlier, while napping on the swing, I had the strangest dream. There was this mysterious voice in my dream, calling out for something.
What was it? What was it?
Wait, you had that dream too?
Yes, you too? That would explain this lingering sense of unease. Which made me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Orynyx prophecies were always hit or miss.
The Orynyx prophecies.
Yeah, all the kids would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo.
I mean, that is definitely how it works when you do card divination. I used to dabble in tarot when I was a little bit younger. I still vaguely remember how to do it, but a lot of it's kind of bunk. I used to do Celtic Cross specifically.
If you just redo it when you don't like the result, what's the point of divination?
There's never a point to begin with. It's just for fun.
The blessing of childhood. Believing the gods might not notice our little corner of ID Silicii, willing to let our small deceits slide. Still, fate is absolute. After all, we never really know just how far into the future the prophecy extends.
Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and look for those oracle cards.
Do you not just keep them on you? I keep mine in a Ziploc bag on my nightstand.
Now, where did we hide those?
I'm guessing in the forest with the fairies?
I can think of a few spots. Let's go check it out.
That swing's still swinging.
In a village this size, I
The
bet
petals
all
of the
our
land of
childhood
repose.
treasures are exactly where we hid them.
That was the 3.2 quest.
Mm-hmm. Time must be keeping them safe for us.
Every achievement we've gotten so far was one of the quests. Find the oracle cards at the barn, the sacrament courtyard. Find the oracle cards near the water.
I could just fish here all day.
I'm sure you could, buddy. Piso. Livia.
It's mine! I caught it fair and
In his speech that he gave before the Council of Elders, he name-dropped several of these characters, didn't he?
Finan! Cyrene! Come quick! Look at this huge bottle I just caught!
Give it here! My rod, my catch! I only let you borrow it, remember?
What's got you two so worked up? Here, show me.
Finon's childhood drift bottle. A handwritten letter sealed in a glass vial. On the wheatgrass stitched paper, the handwriting blurs at the edges, softened by seeping water. Dear stranger who finds this drift bottle in the future. It's currently the month of fortune and the final month of the year. Everyone in the village says that if you do something tied to the fortune of the last day of this month, you might be blessed with unexpected good luck. So I decided to write this letter and cast it into the sea. Just let the currents decide where it goes. I want to share a little bit about our village and my dweeb. Our little village is called Hades Elysiae. I can spell this very well, despite the fact that my spelling is atrocious in other parts of this letter. Have you ever heard of it? Let me tell you a bit about it. You've got golden wheat, fields that ripple like the sea, and tall, tall trees that shed their leaves. Right in the center of the village stands the statue of Orynyx. At the end of each year, the village gathers to celebrate the winter solstice, where we have offerings at the statue, roast grape pipes, herb fried fish, goat's milk, all kinds of tasty food. Last year I sneaked some malty candy and ended up with a tooth that ripped straight out. Mom and Dad said if you throw a lost tooth under a tree and bury it beneath a rock, a new one will grow back, just like a seedling sprouting from the soil. You can tell by the sound of my voice that I've lost many teeth this way and buried them in the soil. It doesn't work. I remember searching and pushing through the tangled grass behind our courtyard till I found this mysterious hole. I tossed the tooth inside, cupped my hands and like a horn and yelled, "Hey, kabow!" Nothing happened. When I went back this year, the hole was gone. Weird, right? You don't think I'm being childish, do you? I'm not like Cyrene. She can already host a festival, and she's great at telling the future with her oracle cards. They say that the card that you draw shows what kind of person you'll become. Last time I drew the Deliverer, everyone went, "Whoa." People really like the Deliverer, but I'd rather be the Wanderer, or the Scholar. Well, being a Deliverer sounds super amazing, but it also means carrying a really, really heavy burden. I'm not that amazing, so I can't be the Deliverer. Few in Hades Elysiae ever journey far. We won't hear much about the outside world. All I know is that there are all kinds of city-states out there and lots of great heroes. The bad part is, they're always at wars. I don't like wars. If the world were more like our village, where everyone knows each other and works together, harvesting grain, herding sheep, why would we even need a deliverer? But Miss Pythias and Uncle Gaba both say that one day when I'm a little older, I should go see the world for myself. If I could go anywhere, I'd visit the mighty Castrum Creminosi and find the greatest craftsman and ask them to forge me a sword. And with that sword, I'd protect our little village. And I want no part in wars. Right now, I don't even have a sword of my own, just a stick and a hoe. Oh, and by then, I hope our outside world no longer needs a deliverer. That would be the best thing ever. So that's my home, and that's my dream. What about you? What's your home like? What do you dream of? You could write it down too and toss it into the sea and let the tides carry it to the next stop. Oof! I realize this letter has misspellings. Just like my essays in Miss Pythia's class. Please don't let her be the one who finds this, or I'm totally getting points docked on my detention. Okay, that was a fun read.
Wait a second. This is my old wish in a bottle. How did it end up here?
It just means that the tides aren't very strong and it never carried it away.
Ooh, I wanna see. What did little Finan wish for?
Not happening. This stays sealed.
Piso, Livia, dinner's ready.
Oh, coming, Mom.
Finally, I'm starving. See you later.
You know what's funny? I really thought tossing that bottle into the sea would carry our wishes beyond Ides Elysiae. Maybe even bring something back to us. Never thought the waves would end up pushing it back ashore.
That's exactly what I would have thought. Funny how the past finds its way back. I want to read it. Seems more like a lake to me than an ocean.
Ah, well, that would explain it. What a shame.
Well, I mean, there could be people on the other side of a lake. We didn't find a divination card, though. Okay, which way is the barn? Find the oracle cards in the barn.
Slow down, kids. You'll trip.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll be careful.
There's that Oryx statue. Sacrament Courtyard. Is this supposed to be the barn over here?
The weather's great today.
Well, those were the days. We'd always meet either by that statue in the village or right here.
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. You were such mischief makers. Just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing up unexpectedly. Right?
Who are you talking to? Remain silent. Can't pin me down, can you?
I bet she said something clever just now.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes. They never take the beaten path.
Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many spots to check, where should we even start?
Let's try the roof.
Come to think of it, I haven't checked the roof in forever. Worth a shot, right?
All right, let's split up. I'll handle the yard. You check the upper floor.
I wonder what the view's like from up there.
Oh, so this is the courtyard.
Worth checking out?
So I guess the other one that we missed was the one by the courtyard. Oh well. I'm sure somebody else will figure it out. Although I'm assuming most people are just going to skip it altogether and go straight to that one. I'll be the one channel that read in a child voice the child letter that Finon wrote. Even though 100% that is not what he sounded like as a child, I'm willing to bet money on it. Oh, I can't talk to him. Go to the attic and find the oracle cards.
The girl before you carries an air of mystery, her secrets elusive, yet her demeanor toward you is exceptionally warm.
It's Mem, isn't it?
You can't help but wonder, could there really be some kind of mental connection?
Unless this turns out to be March somehow.
The view here hasn't changed a bit. You know, besides the swing under the big tree, this has to be my favorite spot in all of Ides Elysiae.
3, 2, 1, jump! Does it lift your spirits being up so high? The sea stretches out as far as the eye can see.
You can't help but want to hum one of those old songs we used to sing. Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow? I always said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies as a child.
But here's the thing.
That's how the
more
maidens are
donations
selected
I do,
over at the
the more
Abyss of
doubt
Fate,
creeps
too.
in. I want to believe the prophecies, but actually leaving ID Silicii. Where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder?
Here they are, the Oracle cards.
Oh, they were down there the whole time. Looks like he won this race.
Guess reminiscing makes us take our time, doesn't it? There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts.
Here it is. This is the box where we kept the cards.
But the cards are gone. Who could have taken them?
Well, the next time you say you find something, tell me you didn't find them.
Huh? What's this underneath?
Deal your message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Paw print. Animal footprints. Nice cards. All looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan Hung and Void Ranger Jive. We get to bring this back.
Hey, don't go changing the words.
I can't believe that Dan Hung and Void Ranger Jive joke came back.
Ah, I see now. Those sneaky little ones. So that's what they've been up to.
Is it little chimeras?
Ah, the ones from Membrance Maze, you mean?
Membrance Maze. I saw that on a loading screen.
Yep. Let's head to the back of the courtyard.
Suspicious weeds.
The entrance should be around here somewhere.
Right here. The path to the maze is hidden under all these weeds. It's been too long since we visited the Fairies.
Those don't look like weeds to me. The Membrance Maze?
Did you forget? We used to visit them all the time when we were little. All right, let's do this. These weeds need to go.
They're gonna give me control of Fainon and swing a sword at them?
Sure, this is it? Should be this way. There it is! The entrance! That hollow in the tree.
Well, that looks like it's an entrance to a fairy place if I've ever seen one.
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow, you'll reach their dwelling, the Membrance Maze.
I wonder if I can still squeeze through there.
Maybe worry more about whether the fairies will let you in. After all, the Membrance Maze has an invitation-only rule. Only children with pure hearts are welcomed.
I guess I'll wait here then. Alright then, I'll go first.
Lead the way then, partner. Regardless, how about we try getting through the hollow first?
After you, then.
What? Oh, sure, I'll go first.
So hasty, as always. Looks like it's just us now. Care to finish that chat?
I guess so.
To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, my intuition became even more certain.
You have a little thing on your face there.
Perhaps when we step into the
Oh no, that's
maze
on my
again
monitor.
after all these years, the wheels of fate will finally start turning.
Once the wheels of fate start turning, there's no going back. Don't tell me you're behind all this. What makes you say that?
What if I am? What would you do?
Nothing. To be honest, nothing. I don't really have anything against you.
Just kidding. Don't read too much into it. But you know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers the world, if we're together, there's nothing to worry about, right?
Right.
So, if you're willing...
Willing to do what?
Forget it. If the wheels do begin to turn, that's when I'll make my request.
I made it! Oh, that wasn't easy. I can't remember the last time I came here.
I was about to say, where are the subtitles? I can't read them.
We were still kids back then.
Wait a minute. Are you?
The fairies!
Look who it is! Reenie and Snowy!
Reenie and Snowy!
Whoa! Look who's finally back, Memmy! Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing. I couldn't even tell it was you at first.
Ooh, what's my name in this flashback?
We had to grow up. Sometime.
But look at Reenie. She hasn't changed one bit. How fascinating.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh Mem. Just another fairy of the maze.
Mem's purple now. Did you dye your fur? So Mems are like the organization. So Mems are like... Names just keep getting weirder. So Mem's purple now, huh? Really, Mem?
An organization? Hardly. They're not that organized. They didn't even have proper names before we came along. Dolimem, Rayleigh-mem, Mealy-mem, Folly-mem. I've missed these cute little troublemakers. We used to gather around the fire, singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys. Without coming back here, those memories might have faded away entirely.
Oh, how good you, Snowy. You swore you wouldn't forget about us. But you were gone so long, you almost did.
And we've never brought these fairies up before at any point in the story, which would have given us a lot more insight into what Mem was.
Oh, he's just copying those bards from his stories, being all melodramatic. He couldn't forget about you all, even if he tried.
And also, for Honkai Impact 3rd players, I guess this puts more credence to the fact that Mem is, like, 100% like the variant stand-in for Elf Alicia, or whatever the little sprite fairy version was called.
Actually, we're here for the Oracle cards. Have you seen them?
Oh, the Oracle cards. Right.
Oh, I realize it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, le, mim. Re, la, mem. They named the mems after the do, re, mi scale. That's funny. That's kind of cute. I just noticed that.
Chief, you mean Dolimem? What do they need the cards for? If they want a reading, they could just ask me.
Oh, I'm not sure. But Chief specifically wanted to meet with you all. Let's see. They should be... That's it! This way, everyone!
Off they go!
Step. The trunk's slippery.
This is reminding me of the Grove of Epiphany. I wonder if Idias Elysiae is just what the base version of the world looked like. And then, like, the Grove of Epiphany is supposed to be representative of this place. Kind of already does look like it. This kind of looks like where the throne was at the end, where, like, Anaxagoras was.
Chief, Reenie and Snowy have returned.
Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow?
How poetic.
In Membrance Maze depths we seek to find the answers future left behind. Welcome back, my dear children.
Well, Relly Mem disappeared. I thought you'd be a pink Mem. So the Oracle cards with you? And that's poetry.
Right? Though Dolimem always says they're just songs, not poetry.
Oh, Chief, you haven't changed a bit. Still so full of life.
Oh, no need to fuss, my child.
You haven't forgotten, have you? As long as our songs are sung, the children of the maze will live on. Just as our paths stay forever linked. Here, take it. I'm sorry I had to resort to such methods to bring you here.
That's the As I've Written book, right? As I've Written.
My book of oracle cards. Thank you for keeping it safe. You know, you can always just ask if you want me to divine something.
Still, bringing us here like this after so long. Is something wrong, Chief?
Yes.
That's not a good sign.
The Veil of Evernight whispers to us once more. It tells of a new fairy who will soon enter the maze.
It's gonna be Mem. It's gonna be Mem. It's gonna be Mem.
Indeed. Every time a new fairy arrives in the maze, it means that beyond the veil, in the vast lands, far from ID's Elysiae, a great calamity is on the horizon.
I don't like the sound of that. Is it gonna be March then? Mem continues to explain in greater detail.
If that's the case, our journey...
Will have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in ID's Elysiae just to be safe.
What were you planning to do? What about all the people out there?
That's a good point. But what difference could Cyrene and I make?
I don't know. That's up to you two.
We weren't planning to be gone for long. Just enough time to hone our abilities. Finan would train in Castrum Kremnos, while I would seek the Fake Titan's blessing in Yanisopolis. Then we'd return to ID Ciliciae to help keep our village safe.
It's okay. I can still practice my swordplay here. Some things you can learn on your own.
True, true.
Well, probably.
You will always get better instruction from a master. But some things you can come up with creatively that might be able to surprise even the most seasoned master.
That's not very convincing.
Thank you, Mem.
Here's a thought. Let's have Cyrene do a reading. If fate wishes to show us its path, we might find some peace of mind.
But what if we don't like what the cards tell us?
At least we know which way to run.
Not the most optimistic take, but I see your point. Thanks, partner. We'll do it your way. Whatever the cards show, we'll face it together.
Ask with a true heart, and truth shall answer in kind. Close your eyes, and let's open the Oracle card book together. Let your thoughts flow like stars drifting on the river.
Alright, here we go. Are we going to open As I've Written?
Fireflies and gentle winds. Your destinies flowing towards the same future. Now, shall we begin? Oh my. The cards are quite responsive today.
Okay.
Very well. Let's see what future the Oracle cards wish to show us.
Turn the first page of the Oracle cards. Turn to the second page. Reveal Finan's Oracle cards. Reveal the Scholar.
Behold the Scholar, bearer of many names. The Grand
Synaxa.
Magician, the Great Performer, the Eye of Wisdom, and the Defiler of Circes.
Oh, there's just one card. With all those titles, I was expecting a whole deck.
A dromus draped in finery will suffice.
Ooh.
It's succinct enough to best summarize my true nature.
Wait, what's with that condescending tone? It's almost as if it knows what we're about to say.
It probably does. Reveal the Healer.
The humble healer may seem gentle in hue, but its courage matches any other, strong enough to melt even the coldest ice.
I miss her already.
I will do my best to help you mend all fractures and let sunlight shine on every corner of the world. Make a pinky promise with me. No more going back on your word.
Hey, this card really speaks to me. It makes me want to protect as much as I possibly can.
Same.
Still, protecting everything, everywhere, seems like a dream. What amazing power would you need for that?
The will to try. The Servant.
This card,
Ooh.
the Servant, is surprisingly light, bearing the cool scent of Antilla flowers, just like starlight. It symbolizes new life and hope, yet often brings to mind struggles, sadness, and loss.
We're gonna read all of these. Alright, Cass, what you got for us?
These precious flowers I care for with my own hands. Are they destined to bloom only in death's embrace?
It sounds so solemn, yet tinged with an inescapable sorrow.
Man. Page 1. The Traveler.
Ah, the Traveler.
Cyphera!
Oh, trickster. Always hiding behind other cards, disguising itself. What a rare catch.
Over here! Or perhaps here! Gotcha! You'll have to be quicker than that.
A teasing voice. Just like a child playing hide and seek. Surely only a master of mischief could pick up this card.
The Ruler. Well, I guess Weaver's gonna be Aglaya. This one's gonna be Maide.
The Ruler stands for discipline, authority, and glory, but frequently also points to isolation and warfare.
Even should you pledge your loyalty to me as the last sovereign, the glory shall be mine and mine alone. He who has slain a king can no longer bear the title. Let the withering lion walk his last path alone.
That's a very interesting thought process.
Is this showing us a ruler who forsook their people?
Or a ruler that killed a king.
Stories of such bloodshed like this feel so different from Heidi's Elysiae. But they sure can stir the imagination.
The Gatekeeper. Who's the Gatekeeper?
This is the
Ah.
Gatekeeper, who
Giannis's
guides people
gate.
to
Got
the
it.
true path among myriad passages.
We have surrendered our countless senses, dedicating ourselves to the sacred whispers within the temple.
That's Trinan.
Wait. It almost feels like I can hear the echoes within a temple. And are those children singing? It feels overwhelmingly solemn, yet strangely comforting.
Weaver.
Behold, the Weaver. It connects the romantic threads of the chrysalis of gold, weaving all destinies into golden silk that flows toward the most brilliant, magnificent future.
Too bad they're not going to let us look at page 3, where we could look at the Deliverer card. Whatever the Terravox card is. Whatever that jellyfish-looking card is.
The dance of thread and blade set the stage. So shall it end.
And whatever Ceredra's card is, I guess, too.
Such elegance. The Gold Weaver must be of noble birth. Such high standing. I doubt someone like me could ever reach it.
It's overrated.
The Deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means absolute harmony and perfection. In fact, it's the only oracle card without a dark side.
Interesting.
What, no divine whispers this time?
Oh, silly. This is simply the card you drew for yourself.
The sleepy village
Ooh.
of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver, Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler, Servant, Healer, and Scholar.
So, interesting, they all showed up here at one point before the Black Tide did then. Look at that. We have like a Sunhead King with bleeding gold. We have the Flame Reaver being depicted here. It looks like a pile of corpses. Somebody here. I think this is Finon. It's Finon. Someone running. Maybe Finon as a child. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Maybe this will be the one that we use as the thumbnail. We've also been recording for about a little bit less than 2 hours. So we'll try to find a good stopping point real soon.
Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger than he'd ever imagined. They brought tales of raging battles, of cities crowned in holy light, and of wonders beyond his understanding. Each story so far removed from his simple village life. Once, these were just images on his friend's oracle cards, and yet destiny now stirs in resonance with the maze. And now, they are right in front of one's eyes.
The Deliverer? This card again.
Ah, my child. It seems you're destined to bear the wishes of many, to answer the world's call.
Bear their wishes?
Grab some pizza.
Yes, just like Kefali, standing eternal atop the mountain.
My parents, they only wished for me to grow up, well, to help around the village, stay out of trouble.
That's what most parents want.
Mrs. Pythias wished for more books in her little schoolhouse. Wanted us to all learn and grow. And little Piso, he wants to grow up strong like its father, to become a hunter. Is that my purpose? To fulfill their wishes?
Perhaps. For a true deliverer, such wishes are but droplets in an ocean. After all, Kefali bears the weight of the entire world.
Right. How could any human possibly measure up to a Titan?
We only really looked at 10 out of those 12 cards.
I wonder too. Perhaps...
What's this?
Oh!
What you see are futures written in the cards. Or rather, the people you'll meet on your journey. Sometimes, fate can guide us when we're lost. Let's consult fate itself. Maybe then we'll know why we must take this path. And learn just how many burdens one must bear to become a true deliverer.
Optional. Listen to the Oracle card's echoes. The Traveler, the Servant, and the Healer.
Well, well, if it isn't our little deliverer. My wish. Huh. Just let me, wine and dine. and soak up the sun. For another millennium or two. I mean, what's the point of dying rich if you never lived rich?
So this is going to be where he collects the wishes that we saw in Finon's trailer, huh?
Right, Princess Home Buddy?
We never found out why she calls her that, do we?
Cypher, that's not how I see it. My one wish is to find that missing piece in my life. To feel someone's embrace once more. That warmth. I've felt it before, and it's my dearest memory. And speaking of riches, for someone with all those treasures behind your divine power, you've led a pretty cheap life.
Ouch! Where did that come from?
From what we got in that flashback in the Grove. Castris has quite the sense of humor. She's probably still my favorite character that we've met out of the bunch of Amphorius cast. Tribby, close second.
Right for the jugular, huh? What about our friend from the Grove?
My wish came true before I touched the sky. I transformed my healing power into gentle sunlight, distributing it equally to every life I cherished and loved.
Oh, wait. They have memories from after they became the demigods.
You two are so selfless, aren't you? No surprise Aglaya wanted you for the flame chase journey. You know what? I did have one wild dream. To know what it feels like being born a noble lady, drowning in riches. Just think, if I traded places with that seamstress, me in the mansion, her on the streets. I'd like to see if she'd still become the Gold Weaver then. Maybe I'd even take her place.
Somehow I doubt that. I think she still would somehow end up the Gold Weaver even then. Can we jump in and fit right into their convo? These wishes, they make you want to smile.
Doesn't sound like an easy task. Warm embrace, equal healing, and perhaps living free. They're all wishing for a kinder world in their own way.
They also seem to all have memories of being Titans already.
Personal wishes? I have none. Only the Aranuva matters. The world's rebirth. Yet, if I am to weave a new era, then it may be one where kindness and her cleaners shall never tread.
God, I hope that happens.
These crawling parasites have no place in Akama, especially not under the deceitful claim of human rule.
Kindness was the most interesting villain we had in Amphorius so far. They're definitely setting up Lygus to be some sort of manipulating villain. And then, of course, we have whatever Iron Tomb is. The Lord Ravager, sealed in Amphorius. But I kind of wish we got like a boss fight against the Cleaners. That was one of my big predictions back in 3.0. That we knew all the way since the beginning that the Council of Elders were the ones that were protecting Kefali's core flame. I thought we would get like some epic boss fight in 3.3 or 3.4 where we would have to wrestle the core flame away from them somehow, and unceremoniously, Cypher just kind of has it.
That noble lady, the way she speaks, it's like ice in my veins.
Quiet, she can probably hear you. She's truly selfless in her dedication.
Huh. Not exactly the warmth I'd expect from someone selfless.
Teacher, perhaps you could share your wishes with us?
Oh, Snowy. You want to know about our wishes now? I wish to meet Trian again, in the Sea of Flowers where the West Wind ends. And Aggie, I want to see you shed that golden thread cocoon around your heart. Just once more. Smile at us again like that bright-eyed girl in white who stood before the Yanisopolis temple. Finally, I pray that the footsteps of lost souls no longer wander aimlessly. Instead, replaced by the bright songs of prayer.
See, this is why I like Tribby. There's so many people in the community that hate Tribby just because they're like a child model. And honestly, I kind of get annoyed when people aren't able to look past that.
Are we wishing for too much? Well, let's say these 3 wishes represent Trian and Trinan too.
Those wishes are truly wonderful. They even stir something deep inside me.
Then we can rest easy. Because only you can make these wishes come true.
Only me?
You are the flawless one, the one who shall bring on Aranova.
Mark these words, Snowy. See you
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Finan? Since when did you become so timid? Asking such juvenile questions about wishes.
What's that supposed to mean? What's with that condescending tone? No way I become friends with this half-naked show-off, right?
Sorry to disappoint, but you end up being close friends. You'll end up being the kind of friends who think nothing above sitting shoulder to shoulder in the hot bath.
Horrifying. It's really something I'll enjoy one day.
Enjoy is a strong word.
What are you mumbling to yourself now? Whatever. The wishes of the Kremnon warriors are done, but I survived 1,000 deaths only to fall to a coward's blade. That masked flame reaver who struck from behind. Finan, you look... never mind. That blank look tells me you're completely lost. My wish is simple. One honest duel, face to face, blade to blade. Then I'll strip away that mask with my own hands.
Nothing but violence and vengeance. This person's wish is nothing short of brutal.
Better fight.
Still, those eyes burn with the noble pride I've read about. This wish, I shall not forget.
Finan, my student. Must we go over this again? Listen well. I detest the word wish. It reeks of mortals crawling before their gods. My life's work is done. All that remains is for you to take the final step and prove the ultimate truth. I, Anaxagoras, shall become a god of the new world. Through irrefutable logic, I will prove that mortal wisdom can achieve divine greatness.
Isn't he, you know, a little... I mean, I just daydream about hero stories, but he's fantasizing about becoming a titan?
Careful, that's your future teacher you're talking about. His ambitions rest on your shoulders.
Come on, you're joking, right? Am I really being burdened with a dream that feels more like a fantasy?
They mock him, for he speaks the truth.
So tell me, has the uncertainty in your heart begun to fade?
No.
So many faces in my future. So many wishes. Still, why would fate choose to show us this path?
What's weighing on your mind?
Didn't you say disaster would strike Amphorius? If so, shouldn't Cyrene and I stay in Ides Elysiae? How could we possibly meet all these people? If that's true, then who will protect everyone in Ides Elysiae?
Nobody.
Cyrene, may I have that deliverer card?
Of course. But why?
He still has it in the present.
Although those voices, visages, and wishes may seem far away now, I can't ignore the sense that something is calling me, bidding me to take a hold of it.
Destiny, perhaps?
Maybe.
The anti-organic equation?
Its true weight can only be
the will
known
of the
once
scepter?
it's in my grasp.
Lygus whispering in your ear, maybe?
In that case, accept this gift. Oracle cards carrying time's wisdom, blessed by Orynyx. May they journey with you, become your memories, and spark rippling waves of change in times to come.
I'll hold these words close to my heart. But now that I'm holding them, they don't seem all that different from ordinary playing cards.
Because they are. Oh, that's not good.
What? What's happening?
Everyone, we've got big trouble, Mimi! Burning, smoke everywhere. It's all coming from beyond the maze.
What's going on?
The Black Tide.
It's here. The seeds of disaster have already taken hold, sooner than we had foreseen.
Whenever I see seeds of disaster, it makes me think Stellaron.
This time, not even the veil of Evernight can shield us.
You mean Ides Elysiae will be swept up in the prophesied catastrophe?
I'm afraid so. My children, take shelter in the Membrance Maze. One step outside, and this horror will consume you both.
But they don't stay here, do they?
But my parents, the whole village.
Is this calamity a Titan's doing?
Are we facing the 3 Titans of Calamity?
This is beyond any Titan.
The Black Tide.
Beyond any danger you could overcome with strategy alone. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never bleed nor cry. Even Titans fall to its corruption, burning from within until only empty shells remain, knowing only death and destruction.
The Black Tide.
The Black Tide. That's what this calamity truly is. It consumes all in its path, sparing none but the Membrance Maze.
Interesting. Why is this maze spared?
Not even Titans can.
But why is this maze spared?
Yes. So please, don't leave this forgotten realm the gods abandoned. You are the first to uncover our presence.
In the forgotten corners, where the gods dare not gaze, there are those who dream of dreaming.
We don't wish for you to throw your lives away.
There are so many parallels between the story of Amphorius and Genshin. It is, like, absurd how many parallels there are. Mainly because Amphorius is in a similar scenario as Genshin. It's a world with a firmament that's being trapped in what's possibly samsara cycles. And after seeing the Lord Ravager's trailer with the Fable of the Stars 2, I think we now know why the Primordial One is shielding Genshin or Teyvat from the outside influence. Because you want to protect the world from people like Zephyro.
Finan, what path do we take?
I know what path they'll take. Stay here safe in the maze. Listen to your heart. Protect those that must be protected.
My heart knows but one path.
It's gonna make us pick this one.
As long as we survive, hope remains. But I just accepted the Deliverer card. To idly sit by and ignore this calamity now would be...
Protect those who must be protected.
I learned the sword to protect those close to me. If I run now, I'll never be worthy of lifting a blade again.
Then we know what we must do.
Indeed. Our friend is right. We must take action. Forgive me, Chief, but Ides Elysiae needs us. And as her child, I must act.
Very well. Make sure you protect yourselves.
With me, Cyrene. Join us, my friend. Even without a sword, I'll take a rake. Even with the roughest steel, I'll keep our home safe.
Man, a rake is actually a pretty deadly weapon if used properly.
Deliverer. The card's truth extends beyond its mere literal meaning. There's another hidden layer within. Not someone perfect from the start, standing high above, casting merciful gazes upon the world.
Someone who will reach that pinnacle someday.
But one who starts small, from a humble village, expanding their world within step by step, learning to save others as they grow. When we were little, I told him I wished this world would never need a deliverer.
I remember that cutscene.
Now that wish has shattered. Yet I'm glad he's chosen to walk this path. And all of this happened because you believed in him, friend. Shall we? It's only when you're by our side that Finan and that our hearts find their courage.
I wonder if we're gonna alter things.
I know you're watching us right now. Aren't you, great hero from the future?
Oh, Deliverer.
Alright, Lygus.
Such cruel irony. Though destined to bear the world's burden, this boy can never become the hero to bring forth the dawn.
Don't tell me I'm the one who has to be the to deliver salvation. Are you just here to spoil the story?
Follow their path. Bear witness as this man, forever denied the mantle of hero, takes his first step on the path to deliverance. Watch this memory play out its final act. See with your own eyes how everything began.
And I think that might be the good stopping point we need.
Then you'll see why his dream of deliverance...
It's already July 3rd at this point.
Destined to become
Happy Thursday.
Requiem.
It's 12:56, so it's like 1 a.m. Dot, dot, dot.
A sun red as blood, wheat fields turning to dust, and in the heart of it all, a village aflame. In that moment, the boy...
Are they gonna show me the sword through Cyrene again?
End of existence itself.
Monstrous roar! The black tide cometh. The black tide taketh away.
These creatures, they're everywhere.
Is he still using a rake?
Someone, anyone, where are you?
Oh, the monsters he's fighting are the people of Aedes Elysiae.
No, it can't be. You... Are you... talking to me?
I don't like the sound of this.
No. That ribbon. Livia. No.
So he killed Livia.
I should have known.
Should have stayed in the maze.
Please. No. Stop. Please stop.
Cutscene time? Nope, that was just a sword slash.
Olivia, I'm so sorry. And these monsters, they're all... Why? Why is this happening?
That's the question that I want the answer to, Finon. What is the purpose of the experiment that is Amphorius? Is it to create a Ravager? Is it to kill a god?
When the black tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together they ran toward their first battlefield. In the far-off future, the land of Amphorius would bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, he would inscribe an eternal mark in the golden epic. And when dawn broke over scorched earth, a boy, covered in wounds, buried the dead one by one. His silence heavier than the earth he moved.
When does the Reaver fit into all this?
His home, his past, his name.
Because they make up a large chunk of this mural.
Buried beneath the soil. His feet carried him forward, over the pillar of stone, beyond
Giorios.
the chalice of plenty,
Fagosa.
through the deadly fogs of the hand of shadow.
Thanatos.
He wandered without direction, like a withered leaf drifting in the wind. Through countless city-states, the smiling visage of the white-haired swordsman was etched into memories. Yet he did not walk without purpose. Deep in his heart, a voice always guided him forward to fulfill the wishes he had inherited, to brave peril, and to do all that was within his power to save those who needed saving.
And then he met us.
Those words his friend spoke long ago when his journey began, lingered.
Protect those who must be protected.
Ooh, there's two voices layered there.
The words were few, but they gave him all the certainty he needed.
That's what it means to be ordinary and choose to be more.
Go even further beyond, plus ultra.
Onward he walked, until the call of the flame chase journey thundered across the land. In the vision painted by prophecy, humanity would triumph over the gods, seize the core flames, and ignite a new dawn for Amphorius.
And then we would sit in a chalice and reminisce about how it all began for 2.5 hours.
Yet losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
Is that Aglaya's voice layered over this time?
Teachings.
The voice within spoke, and he answered softly.
No matter. My existence is of no consequence.
When the Gold Weaver called, he answered, traveling to the holy city.
Oh, he's in the middle now.
There the elders met his warrior's spirit, with nothing but scorn, condemning him to the barracks in derision. No one saw it coming. Not the world, not even him. Yet, this nameless recruit stood at the gates of legend. And there, at last, he found the ones who would walk his path right beside him.
The Chrysos heirs.